Alright guys, today we've got an even bigger one than the last episode. Today we're going to be looking at the RSI Polaris. Look at this beast. So yeah guys, this is kind of approaching the end of the series until obviously more ships come out and things like that. Obviously I've still got quite a few more to go, but if you guys have enjoyed this series, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it and it means a lot to me. Now yeah, let's go ahead and take this ramp into the big man. But yeah, this ship is absolutely ginormous. Maybe it's not as big as the Idris, but it is still a very, very large ship. And this is the main storage area down here. We can obviously use the hangar upstairs for cargo area as well, but this is the main storage area downstairs. We're going to head to the back of the ship and work our way forward, and then we'll go back upstairs and then along again. Okay, so let's head back here. So we do have a tractor beam that we can use in here as well, which is very nice. We can drag and move cargo around wherever we need. And then coming back into the lower engineering, we have the beautiful engine right here. This thing looks absolutely fabulous. It's probably one of my favorite designs of engine rooms. And it's actually a really large engine room as well. It does have quite a few engineering terminals that aren't on at the minute, so I'm not really sure what they're used for. Behind us we do have some relay access though. Again, we do have such a massive engine area though, but I believe that the front bit there at the other side was the power plant, and then this is your cooler. This is the massive cooling system in the back, taking in all of the water, and then that is your engine down there. And it's a reactor. It's huge. Now this, again, is the same on the other side. Has loads of panels, which I'm not really sure what they do at the minute. But, you know, obviously we do have another large engineering panel at the top here. So I'll just quickly come in and we'll head down to the engineering bit. Now again, this is just the engineering terminal here. And yeah, you can access all of the ship's stuff from this part here. Now I'm going to head back down out to the cargo bay, and then I'll meet back up with you guys once I get to the other side. Alright, so coming back through over this side, we do also have the stairs, but we can also take up this elevator here if we were transporting things like torpedoes instead of having to carry them up the stairs, meaning that these massive torpedoes here we can actually just carry up here and then drag them across and into place. Now over here in this area here we have access to the main elevator, which will take us up to the next floor or down to the surface. Now down here, this is where the torpedoes would get loaded. Now this panel does nothing as of right now, but this panel you will turn on and you'll have a camera underneath the ship, and you can access the torpedoes from here or upstairs on the bridge. Now at the very, very front of the ship through this door here, we do have a fire extinguisher, some relay, and the big ballistic turret at the bottom. This thing actually is very, very powerful. It isn't as big, I don't think, as the Perseus's turrets, but it still does a lot of damage. Now, moving on, coming up the elevator here to the bridge area. We will just look at the bridge and then head back. Hello? I did just press bridge, not open doors. But yeah, we'll head on into the bridge, have a look at the bridge, and then we'll turn back on ourselves and have a look through the rest of the ship. So we're going to just head right to the front of the ship so we can get this one out of the way. In here we do have a little hollow table that isn't in use as of right now. We have some well, I say cargo area, it's not, it's component area in here. Yeah, all component area. That's my bad, I didn't mean to say cargo, but again, more area for components and things in here. And then as we come down into here, we have our big, large, open bridge. Now, these two seats, this one accesses a turret underneath the ship that is quite weak in comparison to some of the other ones. And this one has access to the missile launcher at the back, as well as the torpedoes underneath. Now, this is our captain's seat. And then we have our co-pilot seat and our pilot seat. I believe both of these can access flight, if I'm not mistaken. You can fly from both seats. But I'm not sure if the co-pilot now has something they can actually use, so that it might now no longer be that you can fly from the co-pilot seat because of them having access to something. However, now that we've had a look at the bridge... Oh, also, the pilot does have access to 16 missiles as well, which is quite nice. And they're in... You can actually see them from here when you get in. You can actually see them. This is them there. And on the other side as well. So it is quite nice to have access to those. Now, here's the funny thing, right? So if you really, really want to like defend the bridge and you're like, guys, we need to lock the bridge. Well, you cannot do it on this side, but you can do it on that side. CIG, what have you done? You can lock the door from the outside, meaning you can unlock the door from the outside too. Oh, it's so funny, man. Obviously, I know it would work like that in real life, but I think in CIG's logic, it means that they wouldn't be able to open the door at all without like blowing or shooting it open. But yeah. Anyways, we've got a crap ton of escape pods here. We have a very large armory. So we've got, I think, is this like what 10 armory lockers here, along with a lot of weapon holders, weapon racks, and a seating area as well. That's so you can sit here when you and your girlfriend, go and explore space in your Polaris. You sit here and you're like, are you done yet? Have you picked your outfit yet? Have you put your makeup on yet? But yeah, no, that's funny. But yeah, once you come out here, we have your captain's quarters, which is a little nice area. It does have what looks to be like a little fireplace, a virtual one, of course. A nice little area to store little, like, souvenirs or something behind them. You've obviously got the screen and the camera on the thing that shows the outside. All of your stuff for your wall, and then you actually have a glass panel along with a weapon rack here as well. Just close off the outside here, so you can actually have some privacy, open your door, and have your clothes. You can change your clothes, or you can actually have access and open your toilet and be like, hello world, to your mirror, and no one has to see that. And as well as that, the shower head's actually here, but it's still very, very close to that toilet, just in case you take a toilet to the knee, that's all. Alright, now coming back out, we obviously don't have anything on this side because this is the armory, but we do have relay, which is quite nice. We do have our access to both turrets on each side. Now these turrets are actually laser cannons, but they are still quite powerful. They actually do shred through shields very, very quickly. They're actually very nice to have. I thought they were just going to be like normal, crappy, weak turrets, but I was completely wrong. They were very, very good. Now obviously in here we do have a lot of rooms. I'm not sure how I feel about this RSI design, by the way, the triangle shape of the corridor. It's different, I'll give them that, but I don't know. I don't think it fits RSI very well, but I don't know. I don't know. I kind of get used to it, but it's okay. It doesn't look that bad. But all these rooms are pretty much the same. They have the same kind of toilet as Hello World, as the captain. A nice seating area, some storage, a double bunk, and obviously just relay and a long corridor for everyone to stay in. Now coming out here, we are just before we go anywhere else, we are actually going to have a look at the mess hall here. Now in here, we do have a seating area with a TV here. We have a large area for people to sit and have food, along with a pool table, which unfortunately you cannot play right now, but would be nice. Again, we've got food and water dispensers, I believe there. A trash can for once, because some reason most ships don't have garbage cans or rubbish bins or anything. For some reason we have, I don't know what that is. somebody knows what that is, let me know. And I believe 2 microwaves as well. Oh no, that's just 1 microwave. That's my bad. I saw another one. The chessboard is a bit off the table, but you know, you would normally play chess on this table. And the nice seating area. And then obviously that is going to be all from this room. It is a very nice mess hall and a meeting area or recreation room. And obviously in here we have access to ladders, like emergency ladders. The same goes for the other side. Now in here though, we do actually have a hangar. Now this was the first, I believe the first ship with a hangar in it. I believe this was out before the Starlance attack came out. So this was the first ship that was available to people to buy with a functioning hangar that of this scale. Because I know as well there is the Karak as well, but the Karak can only hold very, very small ships, whereas this can hold larger ships. So of this scale, this was the first to do it. Whereas smaller kind of ships, Karak carries that #1 spot. Now again, obviously there is fire extinguishers up here, just in case someone lands with a fire on board or something like that, but then this opens the hangar. And yeah, I mean, it's very cool. Very, very cool hangar. And the thing is as well, this actually does curve a little bit, so you can actually fit ships in here that you might not think would fit in here. Like there's quite a few ships that I thought, probably not going to get in, like the Vulture. The Vulture gets in, but because of its curve, it actually fits in. But if it didn't have a curve and it was just a flat roof, yeah, there's no way that thing's fitting in here. But it's a very tight fit though. I will just say that out loud right now. The Vulture's a very, very tight fit. But anyways, we've got 2 different sides to check out now. We've got the port and starboard, but on each side they've got 2 different rooms. So we will just go over to each one and check it out. So on this side is your medical bay. So we have the reception area, and on each side we have rooms. Now they do have 2 tier 2 beds on each side, so on each side of the room. Obviously they come with 400 med gel each, so 4 lives pretty much on each bed, which is very nice. So it means that you've got a decent spawn chance if you die, and you can respawn in your ship multiple times, or you and your friends can respawn. But in my opinion, always, if you've got the money, bring along med gel. As long as you're not going to go ahead and blow up your ship, bring along med gel. Or abandon your ship, obviously, as well. That's another thing that you shouldn't do. But as well as this as well, now you can actually refuel and restock your ship on board. You just need to have the materials. I cannot actually give you the details on that because I've never done it, so I cannot actually tell you what you need. But as of 4.8, I believe you can restock and refuel by landing in the hangar. It'll give you an option, you restock, refuel, and then you fly away. So you can do that now, so that's pretty cool. Or you could just use this as what some people do and fill it up with cargo. But on the starboard side, we actually have something that I don't think is available to use in-game as of right now. And obviously, unless you just kill someone and throw them in and then res them as you come out. But we have the Brig. Now the Brig is basically just a prison, like a portable prison. And all you do is you open this door, you put someone in here, and then they aren't able to enter or exit until you open it again. Now obviously you can change the lighting in here as well to emergency lighting or just on. And obviously this whole room's now changed to emergency lighting, but close the door and you can actually open this here, put food in, and then when this is closed, the other side will open and they will get access to it, as you can see through there. So yeah, it's a very, very cool feature. It's just a shame that there isn't much gameplay relating to it right now, but obviously soon, hopefully there will be. But anyways, right at the back, that is where engineering is. This is the engineering bay down here, so I actually will just show this. So this is the engineering bay. I didn't actually show off this because I didn't want to spoil anything, but there is like, I believe there's just like some sort of fuel tanks or something, I don't know. I don't actually know what it is. Here is our gravity core generation area, which is quite nice. I actually I did come to see this once, and it wasn't actually in the game yet, but now it's in the game, so it's actually very, very cool to look at. Back here, I believe this is just components. Yeah, just more components in the back. And then coming back around, we do also have another thing here. I'm not 100% what this is. I think this might be radar. Not 100% sure, but someone let me know, obviously, if you know. I mean, obviously, I know there's the engineering terminal to show you, but I just can't be bothered to look, you know? Sorry. It's just true. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for the Polaris. Yeah, this has been quite a long tour, actually. Oh yeah, and there's turrets on these sides as well. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. I don't know why I missed these. But these actually do fold out. They go down and then fold out the sides. And then there is airlocks here as well. They go down there as well. And that's it. No, I don't actually know where these come out, so it's been nice to see where these actually do come out. Ah, right, okay. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you do have 2 lifts here as well. I don't know if I mentioned these as well earlier, but you do have 2 lifts on each side, as well as access to the tractor beam here. So yeah, that is going to be all. So let's talk some prices, and maybe some turret overview, and then, well, some weapon overview, and then we'll wrap it up for today's video. So yeah. So I believe the 2 side cannons, the ones that I've just mentioned about a minute ago where they pop out the side, I believe those are size 3s. The top 2 turrets are size 4s, and the bottom turret where the ballistic cannon is at the very, very front, that is a size 6. They are size 6 turrets. They're very, very powerful, and even just the top ones being size 4s, and even if they are the normal laser turrets instead of ballistics, they are still packing a punch. This thing does come with a lot of missiles. I believe 16 ignite missiles in the back, 16 at the front, and I cannot remember how many torpedoes exactly. I believe it's 28 total, which is insane for a ship of this size. I mean, the size 10 as well. They aren't size 5s like the rest of the ships have been. Size 10. Like, how is 28 of them? That's mental. It does have size 2 tractor beam inside as well. That's nice to have. But it does have size 4 components all round. I believe every single component in the ship is size 4 and made for the ship. There is no other components you can swap out physically right now, as far as I'm aware. I think obviously some things are, like maybe radar, things like that, but not 100% sure. There's just a couple of things that you might be able to, but like things like your engine, I don't think you can swap out or anything like that. Like power plant, sorry. But yeah, we do also have a whopping 576 SCU of cargo space, and that's not including the hangar as well. So you can obviously fill that up if you really, really wanted to, with a load of cargo. It's a bit awkward getting it out now, obviously, since you have to manually unload it, unless you just chuck it over the top of the ship and out the side and just have someone else pick it up, then that works. But yeah, that's a decent chunk of cargo space for something of this scale as well, whereas its main job is like combat and things like that, where you can use it as a cargo ship as well. Now, unfortunately, this thing is not available in game as of right now, and I don't think it is going to be available for a long time. The only way you can actually get this, as far as I'm aware, is through Wicklow in-game. That is the only way you can actually access this ship in-game. The only other way is by buying it on the Pledge Store, and if you are planning on buying on the Pledge Store, it will set you back roughly $970, unless you've obviously CCU'd your way up to that point. But yeah, it is a lot of money to spend on a ship of this size, so obviously if you are going to buy it, make sure that you really want it. So yeah, I would really recommend you check it out, obviously, before you buy, and obviously maybe check out this video, make sure that you do want it. But yeah, obviously this ship's been out for a long time now, so I'm assuming a lot of people have already seen it. But for those of you who are maybe new to the game, who maybe think I'm either going to buy it or buy it in game or obtain it in game, now you've seen the inside. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. That's going to wrap it up for the Polaris episode. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. We've got a couple more ships to go until some new ships come out. I do just want to say that Alien Week is coming very, very soon. I do have a lot of the videos pre-recorded, by the way, and they are just on a schedule. So if you are seeing this way in the future, as of right now, it is May, so this might come out at a future point. But yeah, so I would just like to say that at some point Alien Week is going to come out very, very soon, and the Railgun will be out probably before this comes out. So obviously, if you are seeing this, you've probably seen the Railgun episode, but if not, go and check it out because it'll be very, very exciting. Anyways, yeah, that is going to be all, and I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Take care, and bye for now.